Spurs fans, football fans, and boxing fans. Today, we've got the start of the World Cup, and we've got a mental fight this week. Tommy Fury versus Eddie Hall under the Misfits boxing rules. Have a word, my son. He's massive. If he boxes well, Tommy Fury, like a proper, he's experienced, isn't he? He knows he's had a couple of big fights, like especially like the pressure of these big fights. And he don't get knocked out in the first 2 rounds by Eddie Hall because he has got power. You know, he has got pure power. It's only 6 rounds, I think, with 2 minutes, I think, under the Misfits boxing rule. And do you know what? Just stay out his way for 2 minutes. Let the big geezer just punch the fuck out the air. And should win on points, shouldn't he? Tommy Fury should win on points. Can you imagine it, though, if Eddie Hall hits you? That's a fucking lump, isn't it? He's like one of those strongest men. I think 2017 he won World's Strongest Man. 6'2" lump as well. Weighing in at fucking heavy. You know what I mean? But as I say, Tommy Fury, if he gets past them first 2 rounds and lets the geezer wear himself out, he should win on points fucking easy, shouldn't he? You know what I mean? If I was Tommy Fury, though, fighting that geezer, I think I'd do that run around the ring for the first 2 rounds and then try and land one on him and knock the fucker out, to be honest with you. And if I was Eddie Hall, then I would just try and knock the fucker out in the first 2 rounds and go like that for the last 4 rounds, you know what I mean? And hide myself. 2 lovely boxers. Can't fault the people. Absolutely lovely people, aren't they? I've seen Eddie Hall on countless programmes. He seems like a lovely person. Tommy Fury, just a lovely bloke. You know, 2 lovely blokes fighting under the Misfits rules and getting a bit of pay packet for it. That's all right, isn't it? It does lead you to the question, though, about where boxing has got to, innit, in this day and age. I was talking with my pal ages ago. All the Saudi money come into it. And it's sort of been entertainment. It's always been entertainment for me. But it's been entertainment for them. And it's like, you know what winds me? No, you know what winds me up? Is it's a big boxing match. And they just sit there, right? Them Saudi geezers just sit there, side of the fucking ring like that. On their mobile phones. What are they doing? Some of them don't even watch the boxing. They're on their phones. All about the money, innit? Boxing's always been about a purse. Don't get me wrong. That's the reality of fucking fighting, innit? But fucking when it goes to these big countries and it's all this big thing and it's like, I don't know, it just tastes wrong. I'm a York Hall boy, you know what I mean? I haven't seen York Hall fight for absolutely donkey's years. We used to bunk in when we were kids to York Hall and watch fights. I've watched my mates fight. Predominantly, since I've been an adult or an older adult, all I've done is watch fights on TV. And ain't the same, is it? It just ain't the same. You know what I mean? But I was talking to a newly acquired friend the other day. And so I might be doing more boxing on this channel. Just a little, what do they call it? Midnight flick once a week. Just do a little hour show. And some future new guests, faces that you've never seen before on fucking YouTube. Because if you're used to watching football YouTube, so many of the same faces, it cracks you up. It's like watching repeat after fucking repeat after repeat. Anyway, back to football news. Spurs news. We signed Senesi. Wow. On a free. So that's 2 frees we got. And we also renewed Ben Davies's contract by a year. He deserves to have his contract extended by a year. Even if you don't play a lot. He's good for the dressing room, you know. You can get little Ben, you can pick him up. You can just put him there, can't you? And just keep putting him around the dressing room as a good luck mascot and someone who can feed confidence into the squad. Senesi, what do I think of Senesi, to be honest with you? He's on a free. I'm worried because he had an hamstring out the other week. Oh, the other year, sorry. Even he was out for 120 days plus with an hamstring. I'm worried that he's going to come to Tottenham. He's going to go straight on the sick note. Straight on the sick, you know what I mean? There you go, fill out the form. This is what this is the worries when you get free. Why is he free? Why have they let him run the contract straight down like that? But oh well. And we got Andy Robertson. Great little player in his prime. We're getting him at the end of his career. And we've got Spurs fans giving it the big one, saying, oh, he's a great acquisition. He would have been a great acquisition in his prime. Another subscriber said we're going to fall in love with the bloke. No doubt we'll fall in love with him. But he's not in his prime. And we're trying to go up a level. You know? The acquisition of the Daniel Levy shares, well, that come to a lot of old crap, didn't it? A lot of old bullshit you've been reading and a lot of old bullshit you've been hearing off of fucking YouTubers. And then you've got the latest Tottenham PR, bollocks. This makes me laugh. Every fucking year's exactly the same, and exactly the same period of time as well. ENIC are going to inject 200 million into Tottenham. Now let's look at this, right? These football clubs have all got rules and regulations around spending and buying players, haven't they? So to inject 200 million into Tottenham, what's that actually mean? Don't we have to sell players to buy players? That's what Vinay said. In fact, we actually got rid of one player. We got rid of Bissouma, didn't we, this week? Was that a bad call? Sort of. He's just gone, isn't he? Let his contract run out. Why? He ain't been getting out. He ain't been getting the minutes on pitch. He ain't a bad little player. I was surprised that Zerbi's let him go because we're after a rotational squad, so we don't wear out our key players, best players, and yet we're letting players go that could be good for a rotational squad. No matter if you like him or you don't like him, that's neither here nor there with me. We want a full rotational squad, and I find it strange. I find it strange not to say to him, look, there's another year contract extension. Stay as a rotational player while we're resetting and rebuilding. Because this is where I'm coming from on the subject of it. Keep him for rotational play. Keep him for one of those subs on the bench. And use that cash injection, sell some of the actual shit we've got, and buy some fucking proper players, and then we can rotate them properly. I'm not a football manager. I'm not a football financier, nor are these people on YouTube. But doesn't logic dictate keeping him and rotating players? But I've got this feeling, William Hill, H&K betting shop, bruv. You don't see many H&Ks no more. Is there any H&Ks left? There was one on the corner. Ain't there no more. Anyway, I'm of the persuasion that De Zerbi could, if he don't get his way and he gets bullshit off the board, I've got a feeling that fans are going to get frustrated. And I've got a feeling he'll either walk or he will get the sack before Christmas. Ah, you're going to say you're just talking like the rest of these YouTubers now. Oh, I haven't got a clue what they're saying, the other YouTubers, because do you know what? I don't watch the fuckers, to be honest with you. I don't watch none of them, because to me, if you're a Spurs fan, you walk the walk and you talk the talk. And all you see is fucking these global fucking nutcases all fucking talking bollocks. In fact, I'd rather listen to someone over the seas, over the water, that talks logical about football. Not none of these. My uncle said, my Fred, I told you so. I told you. Do you know what? Yeah, you can say you told me so, but it don't mean you was right, does it? I mean, we've had so many of these YouTubers in the last year. Give it the big un, and if you go back on the timestamp videos on their channels, they've all been fucking wrong, haven't they? The gossip that I get off people, oh, so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that, go fuck off. Absolutely go and fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, what was it someone said to me ages ago? Oh, I hate Zerbi. I don't ever want him seeing my football club. If he comes as manager, I'm not even doing my shows. Well, you are. We've got Zerbi and you're doing your shows. See how much fucking the ump they get all in their fucking own TRFL. They're the big I am, aren't they? You know what I mean? But I've got a feeling he could walk. And I'm not just saying that for rage bait or anything like that. I'm just saying that he could. Look at his previous. And look at his previous as a football manager. This is the reality of football, right? Is that you're going to get all these fucking YouTubers and fucking the media. He's great. He's a great manager. He's great. He might be a good manager, but he gets found out. That's the subject matter. When someone gets found out, it's not very good for your squad. You know, I like a football manager who thinks, who changes up, who changes the game. If he's playing this person, he'd change up. And, you know, the Iriolas of this world, the Unai Emerys of this world. Hold on, they're Basque, aren't they? And I'm Basque. Oh, I'm a bit biased there, aren't I? But they change up. They've got their style of football, but they will change up for teams, right? De Zerbi, he don't change up. It's the constant same football as what Postecoglou's got. So once you've worked out their strategy and how they play football and where they put certain players and how they play, then it's not hard to work out, isn't it? It's the same as fighting. You know, if you know how someone fights and you study them that close, you know what they're going to do. It's when they pull it out of the bag and change it up. You know, go to southpaw and then go back again and freak the opponent out, that they've got that good chance of fucking beating their opponent. But when you're just being regular, the same constant, the same, people work you out and they know how to beat you. This is what I'm worried about at Tottenham. Happened at Brighton. Don't tell me it didn't. A lot of people claim to watch loads of Premiership games, but yet they don't realise that people out there have watched loads of Premiership games, all because you've watched Brighton twice last season and twice the season before because it was against Tottenham. It don't mean you know how Brighton fucking play until you watch a lot of Brighton games. When De Zerbi was at Brighton, I watched fucking nearly all the Brighton games. And he did get found out. He had a good little streak, didn't he? Proper good run. And then it started going a bit off ball, you know? I don't want Tottenham to do that. I want us to step up the next level. I'm not saying De Zerbi's not the right manager for Tottenham. I'm just saying I would like a manager like Unai Emery, like Iriola, you know? Kind of not like Arteta. Arteta, when he manages Arsenal, totally different ball game, isn't it? He's very structured, rigid, know how they play, never really changes it up. He's relying on cream of the crop players to park the bus, solid defence, and come out on the attack sometimes. Very much like a De Zerbi sort of style, isn't it? You know, De Zerbi likes to play, work it from the back, let the players come and try and attack you, so it leaves the open spaces so you can pass the ball to the open spaces and use the spaces against the opponent. And then the opponent's going to find out, hold on, if we don't leave these open spaces and we're just tight and compact, and then we're not going to lose a game. In fact, we're going to give them an hard game. I don't want to see hard games this season. I really don't. I want to see easy games with a good squad and strikers who can actually fucking strike the target and get the ball in the back of the net first fucking time. I don't want none of this Solanke bollocks. I don't want none of this Richarlison fucking, it goes left, it goes right. Bruv, the goal's big enough. You're a professional fucking striker. I did hear on the grapevine that Tell's not happy because he's being played on the wing. And to be honest with you, he's not a winger, is he? He is like a number. Let's do that thing what these YouTubers do. He's a number 9. He's a centre of the park player where he can find the back of the net when he's confident. And playing on that wing, no, not for me. I'm not understanding why managers have been doing this the last couple of seasons. It's always at Tottenham as well. You can say the injuries, we've got to play players at certain positions. That's my argument for the rotational squad. You know, you want to get a midfielder to play in midfield, a winger to play on the wing, a centre-back to play in centre-back. At the minute, it's just like you sell a winger and have to put a fucking midfielder there. That sort of fucking issue all the time with every game. It's not my cup of tea. It's probably not a Spurs fan's cup of tea either. Wolverhampton just lost their manager. Strange considering Trippier and the other guys just signed for Wolves on the basis that Rob Andrews was there, and now they're giving him the old fucking tin tack. What does that say? Sounds like I've had a drink. Does he deserve the sack? Well, we did get relegated. That's one fucking bad point about it, isn't it? You got a bad ticket, bruv. You got fucking a season detention. Go and find yourself a new job. Shop closed. Getting back to the fighting. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. Apparently the contracts have been signed, have they not? Or they're going to be signed. And they're going to have a fight each before the actual main event. I don't know where I stand with these sort of fights. I'm used to watching proper fights for belts. Proper fights to work their way up. When you get these sort of exhibition main event sort of fights, it's like, they're not fighting for nothing but a purse. Fair dues, you make your money. But then it leads on to this, the rematch, return of the fucking Jedi, you know what I mean? Fucking Revenge of the fucking Sith. Fuck it, it's like, it turns it into like a fucking, what's that word? Myanic? No, let's not fucking use big words, John. It turns into one of those fucking farces, doesn't it? A bit of a laugh. Not understanding, because fighting ain't a bit of a laugh. And to a lot of fans, they've been put off by this sort of, you know, the outcome of certain fights, because the next fight's already been fucking signed up. Oh yeah, as soon as they fight, they get interviewed and they go, yeah, well, the rematch has already been fucking signed for. And it's like, oh, here we go. Here we fucking go again. The same fight. What do you think? What do you think, boxing fans? Am I talking out my arsehole, or is it gone a bit iffy? You know what I mean? Even tonight, I might watch a fight tonight, because I haven't seen a proper boxing match, and I'm going to get myself excited. I might go back in time and pick a fight each week and go back in time and watch that. In fact, I don't know whether we can do a watch along with on YouTube, which I might do, is watch the fight at the same time, an historic fight, and that's a good idea, isn't it? That's a good idea for a video. We'll sort that out. I'll pick a fight and we'll watch it together, because I'm sure the copyright rules on YouTube, I can do that if the fight's so many years old and it's on YouTube already. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Something different. Have a good one. Take care. And if you come from Bethnal Green, God bless you. Any other parts of the world, come to Bethnal Green and buy at the Pie and Mash shop in Bethnal Green. Every time I walk past, it's fucking empty, and I've got a feeling that'll start closing down soon. So if Pleaches has got a great big queue, yeah, Neville won't mind. Say Johnny from over the road says, we've got to go down to Pie and Mash shop if you're too busy, bruv. You know what I mean? Johnny says you're making far too much money. No, don't say that. I don't. Fair play to the boy. I want to see him make money. But just go down to the pie and mash shop. You know, have yourself a pie and a mash. Don't fill yourself up, and then go and have one of Anna's fucking meat pies or a bit of lasagna or something. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and that's Kelly's in Bethnal Green Road. You know, just down the road from Pleaches. Walk past the Cornwallis, cross over Valence, and that's Valence Road. And you've got the pie shop just tucked away there. You know what I mean? Have a good one. Take care. God bless. And baked potato.